besides his therapist, did he have anyone in his life, maybe someone else at the station, maybe someone else that he worked with, a friend, a parent, a loved one, that he could say, you know, we lost a family today, or I wish I had been there faster? I mean, did he have anyone he could communicate?
I think that he would communicate with his partners to a certain extent. I think nobody wants, it's a stigma surrounding mental health and not being able to do your job. So I think with them, their fear is that they will be taken off their shifts, taken their guns taken away if you're a police officer. There's so many things, and you want to support your family. At the end of the day, what you're doing is, you know, it's your job and it's how you feed your family. So I think there is that fear of, if I say too much, they're going to know that I'm not doing well. Yeah.
And also you have this appearance of being a pillar of strength.
Yes.
And there is a part of that we all have, that it's like, I'm strong, I can do this, I'm a warrior, I save lives for a living.
Right.
You know, this is what, mental health? Like, what are we talking about here?
Exactly.
This is, I'm going to get through this. But really on the inside, he was falling apart.
He was falling apart.
Did you know that he was having nightmares?
Yes. So I could tell, like, he would just get up in the middle of the night and kind of walk around, and I'm like, oh, maybe he just, you know, he can't sleep. He was like, I would notice that he would just sweat a lot and then just kind of like twitch. So I'm just thinking, okay, you know, this is what they do. I don't know. He's getting older. now he's twitching, you know. But, you know, definitely sleep patterns were off, completely off. And he really would get upset about it. And I would tell him, you know, just go to sleep. But the more you think about it and the more you have to prepare yourself and take your magnesium and do, you know, all the things that you feel like are going to make you go to bed, you're going to work yourself up. Like, just go to bed. But it was already, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I could imagine he was just having flashbacks. So you close your eyes and you see, you know, your patients and children and, you know, people who just didn't make it.
The worst possible scenario. You know, things that most human beings will never, ever see.
Right, right.
Do you think there was anything besides, I know you said that he was being medicated. His therapist prescribed him with some medication. Was there ever a time that he was self-medicating, maybe with other substances, to try to sleep better, or maybe get through the anxiety, or to just appear more involved with you guys?
Yeah, you know, I definitely have to tell you no, because I have heard cases of people that, you know, they use drugs or they're alcoholics. That's one thing that Alex wasn't. He was always very cautious. Like, we would go out to dinner and he had to work the next day, and he would say, you know what, I can't drink, I have to work the next day. So he's always very responsible. So that, no. What he was getting frustrated is that he was on antidepressants. It was almost like he would shame himself for having to take that, for having to, you know, take an over-the-counter sleeping medication. He's like, now I'm going to wake up groggy and I'm not going to be able to perform at work.
He didn't want to rely on anything.
So
there's a stigma around that also. I mean, people that are suffering with, whether it's bipolar disorder or, you know, depression or anxiety, I think a lot of times people are like, gosh, you know, there's something wrong with me because, and it's like, wow, but these are great tools for you to have in your toolkit. You know, we all go through things. And so wouldn't it be amazing to be able to help remove judgment and to destigmatize people getting help? I mean, this was someone that helped everyone. Wouldn't it have been amazing for us to have been able to give him a life raft?
Yes.
So Carolyn, tell me what happened next.
So, you know, Alex was struggling. We noticed little signs here and there. He went to therapy. So he was doing all the things that he could possibly do to take care of himself without letting people in. So he was trying to do everything on his end. But unfortunately, July 12, 2024, he took his life. And for us, it came as a shock because, you know, we never, ever saw that coming. We saw that he was a little anxious, sad, you know, disconnected from us, but never in my wildest dreams. I think I would have said a divorce. You know, maybe he found somebody else, but never would I have ever imagined him taking his life and leaving, you know, not just me, his son behind, you know, somebody that he loved and could just, he was his everything. So that to me just shows somebody that was so rational always and thinking and always looking out for us to do something so irrational. You couldn't have been well in the head. There's no way. There's no way.
Where were you when you got the call, or how did you find out?
So we were at home. So he left early that morning and I could tell that it wasn't him. He was very, even his eyes had like a glaze over, like he just looked different and he was determined to just leave. He's like, I gotta go. And I'm like, where are you going? I was like, you can't just leave. Where are you going?
It wasn't a work day?
It wasn't a work day. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, gotta go. And he got up and left. And, you know, we called him, wasn't answering his phone. eventually my son woke up, and then he started calling his dad and wasn't answering his phone. And that's when I was like, this isn't funny. Like, this isn't good. I then called his friends, his closest friends that were also firefighters. Then they called the police officer, and then it was a search, like a tri-county search.
Really?
Yeah. And then they found him. And then they came and told us at the house, which is like something from like a movie scene. It's like your worst nightmare when you see like the chief and two of the other employees are walking up to your door and telling you the news that, he's gone. It was our world ended that day. It was like everything was pulled out from under us. And we were a very normal family, loving family. People would say, oh my gosh, you guys are always so affectionate with each other. You guys are such a beautiful family. Like there was nothing bad for you to take your life, but it was obviously a struggle that he was fighting with mentally.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Probably every moment of every day.
For so many years.
I'm so sorry. That moment changed everything for you and for Alexander's life in the moment. What happened in the next moment? How did you're saying it's like a movie scene. You have the chief that walks in. You have his closest friends that he works with that walk in. They deliver this news that is the news no one ever wants to get. Absolutely the worst case scenario. What happens next? Did you blank out? Did you go into shock?
I think I went into shock. I was really in shock. But my son, it's like that moment that 13-year-old boy turned into a man, and he picked me up and he's like, Mom, we're going to be okay. Just promise me you'll never do this to me. And it's me and you. And I like your mom kicks in, and I'm like, I have to show my son that I'm strong too. And we're going to do this. And there's nothing to fear. It's me and you, and we have God with us, and we're going to be fine. So that's what I did. It hurt. We still cried, and we were like, both of us were like, I can't believe this is happening for weeks. Until it finally was just like, okay, this is our life.
This is our life now.
This is our new
normal. So you leaned on each other and you leaned on your faith. What about Alex's family? Does he have parents here?
Yeah, so he has his mother and his sister.
The devastation is like,
yes.
Everyone is just left literally like cleaning up ashes at this point.
That's exactly what it was. It was just cleaning up this terrible mess that he would have never made. Because we all knew that he was just not that. That wasn't him. And it was like the outcome was so completely opposite of what he was. So for me and my son, we turned this pain, we turned it into purpose. And I don't know why or how, but I definitely know it's faith that I knew God had us under his wing. And in these tough moments when you feel abandoned and why did God do this? We didn't look at it that way. We looked at it as like you had an amazing dad for 13 years. I had an amazing husband for 17. And, we were blessed to have that. Some people don't have that at all.